All right, this is going to come off as hating. Not even trying to hate today. I'm really not. The man says some pretty base things, but he also says some pretty delusional things here. Who am I talking about, folks? You should know this is our best friend in the whole wide world. Tyler. Rico Suave. I'm not even here to hate on everything he's got to say. But Ricochet, you gotta let WWE go, man. It's time to let him go. It's time. You got to let WWE go, Ricochet. If you're listening to this, since you pretty much troll the entire internet as it is, Rico, if you can hear the prince, it is time to let WWE go. It's time. Because at this point, they're living rent-free in the back of your mind, bro. They are living so rent-free in the back of Ricochet's mind. It's crazy. He went on a podcast recently and basically told everybody that WWE ruins your life. It ruins your passion for pro wrestling. Because although he may not be wrong, this is still a cry for help. At this point, you don't sound like a wrestler who changed companies. You sound like somebody that just went through a breakup and keeps bringing up their ex every single conversation. I didn't want to really jump on this topic. I had to dissect this the entire week and just watch everybody else put content out about this. So I had to dissect this. He said WWE made him lose his passion for wrestling. Wow. My brother in Christ. My brother in Christ. You do realize you signed under Vince McMahon knowingly, right? You were doing 630 splashes on national television. But hey, I get it. I lose passion when my job schedules me on my day off to work. I'm pretty depleted at that point myself. I get it. You lost passion with pyro and action figures being made of you, I guess. And what's funny is nobody asked him about WWE at all. He just keeps bringing them up. Ricochet loved WWE, but WWE did not leave Ricochet, apparently. Proof is in the pudding, man. Sickos can come at me however y'all want. It's right there, bro. And I'm not saying some of what Ricochet was saying wasn't based about the WWE. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that it comes off as delusional. As if he's still not over what occurred and what happened to him. And so now he wants everybody to feel that exact same amount of salt that he felt. But he's not realizing that he's a fucking jobber and a loser. Not everybody is in the same league as him. And he's not in the same league as everybody. He's forgetting that. And as much as it kills me to say that, it's the truth. Because I'm a fan of Ricochet, bro. Or at least I was then. But now he's just running his mouth every chance he gets. And it's making him look worse. It really is, man. It's going on damn near a year and a half now, 2 years, and he's still at this since leaving the company. This man don't even work there no more. And still cutting promos on them during interviews, and he hide behind it. He tries to hide behind it in character on social media as if he's not, as if art is not imitating life, as if he doesn't genuinely feel these sentiments that he's truly expressing online. He acts as if he doesn't actually feel that way, and he hides it behind social media, behind what's left of kayfabe. He tries to hide it, but it's actually how he feels for real. That's not a wrestling interview anymore, man. That's closure. He's trying to find closure in all these crash outs he's having on social media, man, on the machine. I'm not saying WWE used him perfectly. Of course not. They didn't. Vince McMahon could have done way better. I'll be the first to admit, Ricochet did have a lot of indie hype behind him. Out of all the indie wrestlers, the flippy dippy pro wrestlers, the 530 plancha pro wrestlers, man, Ricochet was one of the only ones to have truly stood out at that specific period of time. I understand that completely. Yes, I do. I was there in real time, so I remember some of the hype. But that hype died really quickly, man. You know, that flame really died short because it was already starting to fizzle out once he got to the main roster. He had no more of that sizzle from NXT Black and Gold, man. So I'll admit, Vince didn't really know exactly what to do with him at times. But he at the very least made him a U.S. champion a couple of times. Life couldn't have been that bad, bro. You was a champion. He's acting like WWE literally buried him 6 feet under for no reason. That's what he's acting like. When that wasn't even fully the case. He was a mid-carder at best. He was a mid-card high flyer, bro, that they used for specific moments because they still found some value in him. Even if it was the bare fucking minimum. They don't even use guys at all. But at least they found something that he was capable of doing. At least they looked at him as the highlight reel. And they left it as that. They could have left him with absolutely nothing. You didn't get buried, Ricochet. You got exactly what every high flyer in the wrestling history gets. Rey Mysterio is literally the only one that escaped the high flyer paradox. He's the only one that stood out. Everybody else, IC title, tag matches, random 6-man on Monday Night Raw, SmackDown. And now he's found himself again. Found himself where? It's still a ring, still ropes, still a referee. You didn't go on a spiritual journey. You changed locker rooms, bro. And listen, for all the Ricochet fans. Ricochet is insanely talented. Yes, he is. That will never change. To me, back during the NXT Black and Gold days, he legitimately, that wasn't just a nickname. He legitimately was the one and only, guys. Let me keep it a buck. Let me tell y'all something was real. He legitimately was the one and only. When that theme song hit, you fucking believed it. Because nobody was able to do the things that he was doing on that brand. Nobody was able to move the way that he was moving. Nobody was able to finish matches the way that he would finish it. Nobody at that time. Athletically, top tier. Mic skills, though, when Ricochet grabs a microphone, man, the crowd starts buffering. He talks like the Wi-Fi got 1 bar. You know, Wi-Fi still loading. Damn, do you got to unplug it? Do you got to reroute it? Shit, you might got to hold the phone up, get a little signal over here. Nah, you know what? We might got to step outside. You know what I'm saying? Get a little signal, get a few bars out here. You know, that's probably the case. I swear his promos be sounding like, wrestling is my passion. Yeah, you know. Yeah, you know. And that's every Ricochet interview right there. Meanwhile, he can do a backflip off a balcony into 5 people and land perfectly. How you got Olympic level movement but loading screen dialogue, G? It don't make sense. You should have the full package by now, Ricochet. And he doesn't even take the time to study his craft the way that he claims. He grew up listening to The Rock and Stone Cold. He was a fan of them. He's admitted this. And yet, he doesn't do anything with that. Shame on you. And the craziest part, WWE fans already moved on. Triple H moved on. TKO moved on. The roster moved on. Even Samantha Irvine moved on. But Ricochet still doing interviews like, yeah, WWE this and WWE that. And I just want to get on my knees for WWE and beg, please, damn it. Because this is all I know. Brother, you left. According to you, your logic, you won. So at least you got a title. At least you got a faction. They're still jobbers, nonetheless, as we call that on the channel. They're still very much jobbers. But hey, look at that, y'all. At least he's got something going for himself in AEW over there on Collision. Who watches Collision? I don't know. But hell, fuck, it's something. It's better than nothing. He's a heel. He's leading his own faction. Life can't be that bad, right? Hey, that sounds like a win to me. How about you guys? Sickos, WWE fans? How does that sound? It sounds like a win to me. I would want to be Ricochet. Even if I'm not the main event. Not everybody can be the main event. But at least I got my own squad. At least I got my own title. Life can't be that bad enough for you to still talk about this company like a broken timeline. Like they're your ex, bro. That's just following you and that's, you know, you blocked bitches 100 times, you know. You're acting like WWE is, you know, emailing you, trying to create a fake number just to still contact you, trying to create a fake Facebook, a fake, you know what I'm saying, social media machine just to contact you. He's acting like that's the case when it's not. They don't care to reach out to him. They don't care to acknowledge him in a social media post or a tweet. They don't care. You're free. You won, Ricochet. Let it go. You don't got to keep subtweeting your old job on podcast, dude. At this point, WWE's living rent free in his head, and I mean that. And that might be the most main event spot he will ever get. That may be the most main event attention that he would ever see in his life. Stop texting your ex, bro. Leave WWE alone. Paul 3H's doesn't give a fuck. Nick Khan doesn't give a fuck. Mark Shapiro doesn't give a shit. TKO doesn't give a fuck. That's the end of it. Let it go. You won. Let it go. Stop texting them like you texting through an interview, man. Fuck off, bro. Y'all already know what we gotta do, though. Hit the like button and subscribe on the way out. Shout out to the motherfucking gang. Thank you to all the new subs over the last weekend or so. Man, y'all been really showing up and showing out, even when your boy ain't been present. What is this called? He hits the mention WWE again button every single week, and you can expect it again next week or the month after this or the month after that. But whenever it is, he's going to talk about the E yet again because he can't stop it. It's in his soul.